fact that we had these $1 million stories. Let's just go right into a real estate market update, and let's go over to Scott. Scott, what's going on Oahu? The $1 million median price. What are some of the numbers? What's going on?
Yeah, we're close on the median price. We're at $978,000 on the median home price here, and guaranteed we're going to hit $1 million prior to the end of the summer. And you're going to see all the headlines come out, and people's heads are going to explode at that point. I think what you're going to end up probably seeing is, some of the people in office and whatnot, they're going to be saying, "Oh, we got to do something about this." There'll be this big screaming, from the local people about how, we can't let this happen, and we got to keep housing affordable. And there'll be this big discussion, and then it'll disappear. But yeah, we're going to hit it prior to the end of the summer. I pretty much guarantee that, unless something crazy happens. It's interesting because number of new listings for single family homes is actually up a little bit. We're at 480 new listings. But when I look, I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of interesting. We've been going in the downward trend, available homes on the market. But I looked at pending sales and number of sales, and they both increased by the same amount of number of listings that are active. So forget it. Inventory we're not slowing down. It's not going anywhere. In fact, our months of inventory remaining is at 1.2 months, which exactly matches the low that we hit in 2007, which had 20% price appreciation. We're at 20% price appreciation. It's mirroring. So, just to kind of give you a perspective on stories, wrote an offer in Kailua competing with 11, wrote offers in Ocean Point out in Eva. There were, 10 to 17 offer competitions on that. And that's with a, $50,000 to $75,000 appraisal clause, $50,000 to $75,000 over asking price, even concessions such as, paying for sellers, closing costs, no TIR, no termite, no cleaning required by the seller. So that's what kind of market you start looking at when you have 20% price appreciation and that little bit of inventory. The interesting thing on the condo side is inventory is nosediving right now, because last month there were about 700 pending sales. There's now 1,100 pending sales this month, meaning a lot more went into escrow, and the inventory is quickly starting to shrink on that condo side to catch up with what the housing market has been doing.
Man, this thing is
it's not slowing down.
It's not slowing down, man. It is not slowing down.
By the way, I watched a Paul Brubaker video, and I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel here in a little bit. But it's exactly what I was saying is exactly what he's saying as well. He's like, this is not a demand issue. This is a supply issue. There's no inventory. There's just not enough inventory, and people aren't moving. They aren't bringing their homes on the market. So when does that end? It doesn't end until something happens on the supply side, not the demand side. And the other interesting thing he said was in 2019, housing affordability was actually at its best position that as far as an affordability standpoint. And then interest rates dropped. So a lot of this price appreciation that we're seeing in this demand stems from just a phenomenal affordability on what people, income versus what the mortgage payment would be and what they can qualify for. So we're just eating up some of that at this point. That may slow down here. It's going to have to slow down here some, but it's not uncommon with that drop in interest rates.
What really struck me, Scott, is as you're saying all this, is like the folks that like everyone who's watching it right now and myself have got to be like the most educated real estate people right now in Hawaii. Just hearing you guys and Heidi talk, every other week and give us these amazing numbers and these amazing facts. I feel like I'm so much more educated. I feel good. So I appreciate that a whole lot. Hey,